let's move to the first slide. NASDAQ, S&P, Russell 2000, Dow. I put them in that order because that's the order in which, from highest to lowest, they're all higher in the year. Despite rate hikes, regional banking crisis, debt ceiling fears. How did this happen? Wasn't bonds supposed to be the safe space that everybody was going to go to, earn 5% on your money, and now markets have just been ripping higher? How'd this happen?
I don't have that answer.
Tom, well, are you surprised the markets are this high? First of all, analysts suck. Let's just put that out there. But all these analysts had 4,000, maybe 4,100. Most people expecting SPOOs to be like 36, 3,700. I mean, you're a little shocked, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised by the 44.5 on the S&Ps.
Yeah, no question about it. I am. How'd this happen?
Well, I mean, market always does what you least expect it to do. So I guess I don't know why any of us should be surprised.
So that being the case, Fed has at least 2 rate hikes left in 2023. Do you guys think that market could handle if, right now are we at 5 to 5.25? What if we go to 6 for some reason? What if we go to 7? Do you think markets can handle it?
Market doesn't care.
Market doesn't care?
Market doesn't care at all. It's already got it all priced in. Market doesn't care one bit.
Yeah, I wonder, though. I wonder if we go to 6, I wonder if we go to 7, would it be a problem?
We're not going to 7, so it doesn't matter. But if we go to 6, sure, no problem.
You also said you didn't want to do the birthday game, and yet here we are. So how do you know we're not going to 7? That was a good one.
Don't out him.
Pat on the back. Pat on the back on that. Artificial intelligence, is it going to keep going? Is it real thing now? Is this something that the market's going to contend with? Are we going to see more of this, or is there going to be a point where it's like, I don't know, is it a fad?
Well, I don't know if it's a fad, but it's fully priced. Let's put it that way.
But that's a cop out. Fully priced. What do you mean? What does that mean? Fully priced? I know it's fully
priced. Fully priced just means, hey, I don't think there's that much more upside in it.
Okay, that's fair. That's I pressed you. I got an answer. That's for sure. I continue to wonder if there's going to be more stocks that continue to, or more companies that continue to say they're using AI, or if we got our set of few that are using AI and that's it, and this is going to be the base. That's the one thing that I'm looking at. Bitcoin. You guys had a great discussion with Ryan yesterday about what's going on in the crypto land, but we always seem to have this regulatory scrutiny in Bitcoin, right? And then all of a sudden we have some hopefulness for some new product or whatever. Which of these ultimately wins out? Regulatory scrutiny, and this thing kind of fades really hard and it becomes kind of a nothing area? Or is there just going to continue to be some eternal hopelessness for this new next thing that we're waiting on with Bitcoin and or cryptos?
I wish there was an answer. I think it's going to be eternal hopefulness.
Yeah, there's supposed to be some new spot ETFs coming out. I don't know if that's going to completely, is that going to be the new messiah, or is that just
no? Those are just validation of the space. Those don't hurt. Nobody's going to use them, but those are just validation of the space.
Nobody's going to use them, but they validate the space.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think people are going to use them. I don't think they're going to be that actively traded, but I think they're going to validate the space in a really good way.
That's a good point. VIX being at 3-year lows, after which, honestly is right, fair. I mean, we talk about volatility all the time, expansion, the lull, the expansion, and then all of a sudden back to levels that we expected. What's going to change? What's going to change VIX at 13? What do we need to get some more volatility in the market?
That's the whole thing with VIX is, as fear goes, nobody ever knows. Like all of a sudden one day something happens or the VIX starts to move, and then 2 days later something happens and you're like, wow, how the hell do they know? Nobody will ever know this except what we do know is it won't stay at these levels forever.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Tone? You got to put that on a t-shirt. He said, as fear goes, nobody knows. I mean,
he's a poet and he doesn't even know it.
I mean, man, that was like, ooh.
Very, very profound.
He's insightful.
All we know is that fear is overpriced. But sometimes because it's overpriced all the time, sometimes it gets a little bit cheap relative. And we're at those levels. It's a little bit cheap relative. That's all.
Yeah, it's pretty damn cheap right about now. Fixed it's going to change. Let's move to the next slide. So I just tried to take the idea of all the different themes that we've seen so far this year, and those were the ones. This is SPY, and also with the other sector indices. The top there, of course, we got tech. Next to that, services, consumer staples. Consumer discretionary XLY. Those are the ones that are leading the way. SPOOs again. I mean, who would have thought? Not me. You guys, I know you guys don't even know what this is. You don't know the meme. You don't know. You don't get it. You don't get it. See, this is Paul Rudd, not me. Who would have thought?
Yeah, I didn't get it either. I'm not gonna lie.
I know people were watching though. Consumer discretionary XLY way up top there compared to consumer staples. Those are always juxtaposed to one another, and consumer staples suck right now. So does healthcare. So does energy, of course. So this is kind of an interesting breakout in the year. I'm definitely going to look back on this in like 6 months to see what changes, what reverts. Let's move ahead to the next slide. Yield curve. Of course, we saw below 100 basis points. We saw the rip back up to 60 to 50 after SVB. We're getting there again, though. But this time does feel different. Tom just said it. It seems like stocks are not that worried about rates. What do you guys think about this?
I don't think stocks are worried about the yield curve, and I don't think stocks are worried about rates at all. I've always said higher rates are good for the market because, higher rates just aren't that scary for the stock market, except too high is. But higher rates, a little bit off of zero, means normal. We're back to just normal rates.
But that's the thing. Like, what's too high, right? Like, this is the same level we were at in March, and it was like the world was, not ending, but you know what I'm saying? Like, stocks did not like it. Every day we had for example, yesterday, we went up to 475. It was like big move in yields, 3.7% on the day. And NASDAQ was barely down. The same thing that would have happened back in March, we would have been down like 1.5%, maybe even 2%. So it's kind of interesting. Like, honest question, I'm not sure what changed from 3 months ago, but something's definitely changed.
Yeah, you're right.
I agree. And I don't know what it is either, but something definitely changed. Agreed.
It's kind of interesting. Let's move ahead to the next slide. Grains have been a little volatile more recently. We talked about when they were on the way up, and now they're on the way down. We talked about some weather this past week coming. I'm not sure what the next move is in grains, but little on the volatile side. You guys still playing any grains recently?
We're playing a little corn. We're a little bit long corn. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little long corn. It's been a ride, but we saw these. I mean, the charts do not look good recently over the last couple of trading sessions as they pulled back.
No, they pummeled them. We're a little bit long corn. It's okay.
Let's move to the next slide. This is a chart of token delistings on crypto exchanges by month. So 2021 on average, about 118 that were removed from crypto exchanges. As you can see, this went higher last year. Of course, a lot of it was skewed higher because the FTX collapsed. Nearly 1,000 coins on average. Nearly 1,000 coins were delisted from exchanges in November of last year. And there's been a huge uptick more recently. Is this something, obviously, we can continue seeing for crypto exchanges?
Yeah, this is something we're going to continue to see until the SEC decides, how they're going to define, what a security is with us.
Is that what it is? Is that really what it boils down to?
Yeah, it's just a definition thing, with Tasty, we're going to have to delist. We're going to have to take off basically every coin except for Bitcoin, Litecoin, ETH, and Bitcoin Cash. Not because we want to, but just because every other firm has, and the regulators have basically told us, that's what you got to do.
I don't even know. Never mind. Is there room for more than like 5 or 6 that are legit? Is there room for more than that?
In my world, there is, because it's just technology. There's really cool technology out there. And so, of course, there's plenty of room.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's really the answer. That's what it boils down to, and whatever is going to make people feel safe.
I mean, I think these blockchains have to step up and do some of their own PR and some of their own work. You know, they can't throw it all on the brokerage firms and tell us to do everything for them, but they got to step up themselves.
How many different blockchains are there, though?
There's a gazillion.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's the thing. See, this is I don't know enough. I don't really delve into that much of the space. I don't really know how.
I mean, there's got to be, I don't know, millions and millions and millions of blockchains. I don't know.
There's millions and millions of people, but I don't like them all. Last slide, John. There's really nothing here, man. It's essentially it's holiday time. Go have fun, hang out with your kids, do all that good stuff, man. That's all I got, boys.
I'm with you there. All right. Happy 4th to you. Happy 4th to everybody else. We'll take a quick 90-second break. We'll come back. We got the opening bell next. Good job, my friend.